I think that at this point everyone's wondering when Kanye West has a song called Easy and he's talking about how his life hasn't ever been easy, and then he says he wants to beat Pete Davidson's ass. I don't think he fully realizes that Pete Davidson has been stalking him and his wife constantly, and Pete Davidson's the guy that's been in his head fucking with it, and Pete Davidson is the guy that's been spying on Kim and who decided to fuck her, and Pete Davidson, by stalking Kim, got her, and that's kind of Kanye's life. Is his life's never been easy. So when there are banana clips in the pool, and what else does Game say? He's like gorilla riding a bull. For me, since I'm a blood, I would say that like banana clip in the pool means that like the cops are sitting on you right now, like you're not picking up because like the cops are on you, and gorilla riding a bull is the same. Well, gorilla riding a bull, yeah. The drugs have cops on them right now, like, but really it would be like the bull riding the gorilla, because like the gorilla would be the moving drugs, the bull would be the cops. I don't really know. I used to be really confused about. I feel like everyone's confused about how I don't think that I willingly sell drugs, even though like, at some point it's like, am I willing to fucking go to the store? At some point, like I can't fucking not go to the store. Like I've tried so hard to not go to the fucking store. Like you don't understand how much time I spent trying to not go to the fucking store. Like you don't understand how much time I spent trying to not leave my house. Like my whole life is trying to not leave my whole fucking house, like in San Antonio. And then like this lady from my mom's Bible study was like, you can't just sit around your house. You got to fucking get out and live your life. And I got over it, and so I get to go meet with the Mexican mafia, and the reality is that like there are people you don't snitch on, and that's the thing about like me. I shouldn't have snitched in general. So is the game's life easy? Like I don't think people get it. Like I think it's easier to drop off in Compton than people realize, because the cops are a little scared of Compton. Like Compton's where you don't fuck around. Like I said, Compton's where like I don't look at people. How many times have I been to Compton? Probably 2 or 3 times, all by accident. Like I never know I'm going to Compton when I go to Compton. I've been all around LA. Like that's the thing about being homeless. Like I think that all these people think you choose to sell drugs, that's why you can't have money. Dude, the only reason I sell drugs, I've always told the cops this. The only reason I sell drugs is because you won't let me have money. You guys are forcing me to sell drugs. And like I think they view it as like, you haven't earned money, like we have to censor you, you've criticized the police. And I don't think the media understands it yet. Like, you scare the fuck out of everyone. Like there's nothing like me, like when I like start to, like the moment I turn on the media, I get scared of these people. Like they're hacking people's brains, they're brainwashing them, they're tricking them into believing all this bullshit. They're scary as fuck. Like the media's censoring everything. They're working with the government. They're scary as fuck. The government's scary as fuck. Like I don't think the government realizes it. You're scary as fuck. Like you like I think you think I'm scary as fuck. Like I'm scared as fuck because I don't know who anyone is. I've never known who anyone is except for Elizabeth Ritchie. And apparently you guys know that doesn't count as a snitch. I don't know that. Kanye counts as a snitch. Who the fuck believes that? Who believes the Jewish chemist that's had busts on him, whose kid says that the Bernie Police Department is in their pocket? That's not a snitch. You can't snitch on that person. You can only snitch on Kanye. Kanye counts. The Game, that was a good snitch. That was the best snitch I've heard yet. The 2 biggest drug dealers are The Game and Kanye. That's it. That actually is a snitch. And like I feel like for the general population, it's like, okay, the Jewish religious nut chemist who's a Hasidic Jew, whose kid literally says the police are in my pocket. That's not a snitch. The only thing that counts as a snitch is like, because you can rack up the bust on Kanye. Like that's the thing. Like like Pete Davidson doesn't count as a snitch, except it might. But like because of the way I snitch. Like you understand, when the police hear that everyone in the background is mad at me because I don't think Pete Davidson's hot, like they all go, Pete Davidson's hacking people's brains, and he's been hacking Kim's brain, and that's how he's fucking her right now. Is he's been hacking her brain, and that's like the thing about Michaela. Like I feel like someone might have hacked her brain until they fucked her, and like I think that's kind of like the way some of these people are. Like they'll hack your brain until they fuck you, and I like. I think it's like maybe it's an intimate thing hacking people's brains. Personally, like I'll go to my fucking ship, and no one will ever think I sell drugs ever. Because there's no fucking world in which you'll ever think I sell drugs. Because I'll let you look all around the ship, and then they'll be like, wow, you got some marijuana breeding going on here, and I'll say, yeah, I do. And that's it. Like, I've told you straight up everything, and, like, I just don't want you to fuck with me, and, like, seriously, like, anytime I come off the ship, for some reason, if I'm exiting the ship, I will let you search me. I don't give a fuck. But, like, the reality is, I'll let you search my entire ship first. And, like, I want actual privacy. I haven't had privacy for 10 years. I haven't had privacy in my fucking head. And, like, I think that people don't get that. Like I can't snitch because they will never tell me. And once I finally got in, it was like, you understand, like, we're superior. We will never get busted. Like, you have to understand the situation. Like, we are actually superior. Like, we're like gods. Like, it turns into, like, that's what it's like when you're in the, like, with the lab. Because the lab can't get busted. And I was like, of course you're superior. That's why you did that to me. Like, it turns into, like, well, that's why you did that to me. That's why you did this to me. That's why you did this to me. And, like, how the fuck is this a situation here? But, alright, I'm out.